Thank y'all for tuning back in to your favorite channel. Pelican Bay K9 is giving it to you the way I always do, fair and unbiased. Some gonna like it, some ain't, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Like I always tell you, you'll be in the loop when the videos drop, and don't forget to hit that like button. Right now is no better time to hit it than right now. Go ahead and hit it before you forget it. Don't forget to drop down in them comments as well. Big salute to my brothers and sisters down in the chat right now. You know, big salute to the brothers and sisters down in the chat, and salute to all the dog lovers from one side of the world to the other side of the world. We got some dog news, some dog talk for the day. You know, breaking news from two different situations. You know, the Bay gonna give it to you. Let's get into that stuff for the day. You know, first I want to send my shout outs and my special thanks to all the brothers and sisters that be rocking with me, that be showing support, that be, you know, keeping the channel going the way it's supposed to be going. You know, big shout out to all the people that be supporting me with the audio book. I got it coming for you. Part 3 is gonna be a banger. We're gonna try to keep your mind guessing on it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned. I got that coming for you. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, special thanks to all the Bulldog channels out there and everybody that's supporting the Bay, all my subscribers, all my folk that's rocking with me, all my friends or whoever. Before I get into that news and stuff, I want to speak on something real quick. I wanted to speak on a lot of y'all Pitbull brothers wouldn't last in the working dog game. You know, everybody's meant for whatever game they are in, you know, but a lot of y'all Pitbull brothers wouldn't last in the working dog world, because the working dog world doesn't care about papers the way y'all care about papers. So you wouldn't, you know, you wouldn't coincide together. Y'all are paper worshipers. These people are working dog worshipers. What I mean by that, you know, they more worried about the dog. Y'all more worried about that piece of paper. You know, that processed wood. That's what y'all worried about. They worried about the animal. You worried about something you can set on fire and burn in a matter of 3 seconds. You know, but it's just different. I just think the Pitbull world, where the brothers in the Pitbull game, no pedigrees, unlike any other breed of owners out here. You know, you don't have any other breed of owners that keep up with their pedigrees like the Pitbull brothers. You know what I'm saying? So big shouts out to them for that. But at the same time, you forget that that pedigree is attached to something. You know, it's attached to the real thing. That pedigree ain't the real thing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the real thing. And no matter how y'all brothers want to say it on Facebook or wherever y'all at, or however you want to phrase your little sentences when you put them, papers don't mean something, but this and that. Listen here, man. You know, common sense tell you if you go buy a car, you need a title with it. Who buys a car with no title? You know what I'm saying? Who buys a car with no title? So that tells you common sense that you need papers with your dog if your dog's supposed to come with papers. Okay? The second thing is, who takes a title to a race? Who takes a car title to a car race? That title is only good for one thing. It's not even good for winning the race. Because you got a Lambo, or because you got a Nissan of ZX, or because you got a Corvette on that title, that does not stand on that line. That car does not stand on that line. Yeah, that title says you have this, but you go do your diagnostic checks and all your stuff, see how your engine running, and see if you really built the way you think you built, you know? And because you got that fancy title to that $100,000 car, this brother got something that he built up over here off a bunch of $50 parts, $100 parts, $300 parts, but he souped this thing all the way up because he built his game on performance, not on that title. That title say this ain't nothing but a 1980-something Mustang or a 1980-something Ford or Pontiac or whatever. But the way that brother got that thing built up, here, you can have this paper if you're going to go by that on this race, because that's going to get me that money. Because you're going to underestimate what I got just by looking at that. Oh, he got a Pontiac. Oh, he got this. He got that. You looking at that title, and you thinking because you got a fancy sports car, a Viper or something, that you're going to just score me. Then when we leave the line, my shit leaving up off the front wheels. you know, and you trying to figure out what's going on over there with that little Pontiac, and you got this old expensive car. That's because the papers don't mean shit. It's all about what you got when you line up on that line. You know what I'm saying? What you got when you line up on that line. Now, let me get to this. You know, 'cause I seen a video the brother Samurai posted. Some brothers will be commenting all crazy. You know, seen a dog barking in the fence, which was his dog barking. He said he hide outside the fence. We all do that. We hide so our dogs can't see us to see how they were going to react when we're not around. You know, we all do that. My opinion, some of the stuff I'm about to say is factual. All right? A lot of brothers comment, like I keep telling brothers, you know, a comment or opinion, everybody has one, and you're entitled to your opinion, you know. But certain things, you know, brothers say that just, it shows their intellect, or it shows that they need to just listen sometime. You know, the brother was trying to show you something with the dog. Now, to start this conversation off, I'm going to say this. For the brothers who don't know, who may think they know, dogs do not, because these dogs got great noses, this is not how these dogs find, it's not how the game works. It's not just, oh, he got a great nose, you can't get away from him. Listen, this is how it is. Okay, say for instance, me and you talking or whatever, we doing our protection work. All right, you break off running, I got my dog. I'm holding my dog here. Now, my dog can see you as you running. See, dogs go off of eyesight. And then once they can't rely on the eyesight, then they go to the nose. So he gonna follow you. As long as he can see you, he never relies on his nose. And he's still not gonna rely on his nose. That's why you see a dog running back and forth when they looking for something. They running back and forth, and their nose not on the ground, their nose may be in the air, but they running back and forth because they're looking for it. You know, they using their eyesight first. Then once they feel like they fail with the eyes, they can't find you, they can't rely on that, then they go to their nose. You know? So in this case, where the dog is barking outside of the fence like we all do, the dog's barking, listen, brothers can say a dog is scary, or brother, listen, all dogs gonna bark like that. You know what I'm saying? The thing that dog is doing is guarding his territory. You know, guarding his territory. There's no need for him to jump out the cage and go chasing you. That's not his territory. You know, there's no need for him to be all up on the fence, acting like a crazy dog. You jump your ass over that fence, and then you see how he gonna act. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, every dog, you know, a dog has to be taught to attack. You know, a dog has to be taught to attack certain kind of ways. When you're looking for dogs to grow up and do that apprehension work and all that stuff, dogs not gonna do that if they're not taught to do that. I don't give a damn how Billy Badass your dog is, unless he's just a biting dog. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's just a biting dog. But if you're just looking to say, oh, I'm gonna jump across the fence and this dog is gonna jump up and attack me, only if it's a real life situation. Now, the way that dog reacted is gonna be pretty much how any dog that's trying to protect this territory is gonna act. Run back a little bit, bark a little bit. Run back a little bit, bark a little bit. You know, it's just brothers make comments on things, and they always try to make it look like you got the bad end of the stick, or you got the bad dog, or your dog is not reacting the way he's supposed to be reacting, or this or that. And 9 times out of 10, they dog wouldn't have did 10% of that. But like I say, man, dogs work off of eyesight first. You know, that dog looking across that fence. He was looking across that fence, trying to see if he can see what he can see. You know, even though he may smell a familiar smell on the other side, dogs are not stupid. Until that dog see who he's supposed to be smelling, then he's not gonna start acting friendly. You think because, oh, this dog, I'm standing on the other side of this fence and he can smell me, he's supposed to stand on the other side of this fence and wag his tail. Only if he was a human, he'll be that stupid. You know, dogs ain't stupid as some of these humans is some of these days. That dog gonna stay there, stay on point, you know, and he gonna be like, wait, I need to see who this is on the other side of that fence. You know, it may smell like old Roger. It smell like my owner Roger, but, you know, let me see who this is. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna look until you cross that fence. You know what I'm saying? He gonna sit there and look. He may stop barking. You think because he stopped barking that he over there wagging his tail, but he's not. He's just waiting to see if that smell and that sight match up together. You know, because dogs aren't as stupid as some humans are. You know what I'm saying? Dogs aren't as stupid as some humans, but big shout out to that brother Samurai, you know, giving brothers this content and trying to show brothers how these dogs do and how these dogs react in certain ways. Big shout out to any brother, you know, that's, like I always say, doing the right things with these dogs and giving brothers more knowledge so they can excel in their dog program and be on a whole different level from what they started from. You know what I'm saying? I do want to say this. My brother Samurai mentioned something in that same video when he was talking about uphill, downhill, scent, the scent going. Now that's something I'm learning new far as hunting wise, dog training wise. I know how to use it. With Merino, I know that if the scent's coming up or down, or I know all that with the dog stuff. But I do a lot of hunting. You know what I'm saying? So with the hunting, I do like sitting up waiting. I don't take the dogs out. I wait. I'm a stalker. You know, I'll sit there in the box or in woods or wherever I gotta sit at, you know, and wait for the animal. Preferably a fox right now I'm speaking on. Now, the fox I know can smell me from a distance. I know they can smell me from a distance. And Merino and Anime specifically are great at this. They smell them foxes before I can even see them, they start reacting to them. I know they out there, you know, once Anime and Merino start acting, because they can smell each other, you know? And some nights the wind blowing, I know, the foxes know I'm out here, they can tell. And I smoke bud. I'm a bud smoking hunter. I'm one of the hunters. If a deal make different, I'm gonna smoke. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But the way the wind blows, you know, I was learning certain things as far as me actually sitting there trying to take my scent out the wind, see if the wind blowing, learning how to use the smoke, you know, lighting a cigarette, lighting a blunt up, blowing it up in the air, just some of the stuff that you may see on TV that you think is some movie shit really works, you know, seeing which way that wind blowing, knowing if my scent going to them, you know, then I gotta stay masked a little longer. If the wind blowing towards me, if it's coming, you know, it just depends on if I'm uphill or downhill and how the wind blowing, you know, but it's a good thing to know when you're going hunting and doing that type of stuff, man, or even, you know, when you're doing the apprehension work or any type of stuff where you may use a dog or yourself, you know, in that type of situation. It's good to know how the wind blows and how that affects your point far as being pinpointed where you're at. Now, we're going to get into that breaking news because we got 2 dog fighting busts in 2 different areas. You know, one upstate, one down south, and we're going to get to it. But before we get to that, you know, I want to talk a little bit more about them steroids. You know, big shout out to the brothers, you know, that had great success on them things back in the days. Big shout out to the brothers that's dropping them videos, talking about this stuff, giving brothers great content, you know, to listen to and talk about. So today I'm talking more about them steroids because I'm Mr. Natural. You know what I'm saying? Now this is what I want to ask y'all brothers, right? Steroids. We know steroids take a dog level up, right? Now, on a scale of 1 to 0, 0 to 100, 100 being the best, 0 being the worst. Let's just use some examples real quick. Because the brothers get the steroid thing confused. And if my younger brothers don't pay attention, you'll get it confused. You know? Okay, it's a fact that steroids take your dog up a notch. Whatever your dog's doing, it takes him up a notch. And now we got a scale from 0 to 100. Now, if you start off with a 25 dog, them steroids take them up to a 35. Now, we're not talking about, we said 100 is the best, 0 is the worst. You start off with a 25 and you think he all Billy Badass, but he's ranked a 25 on a scale of 0 to 100. So you know what kind of dog that is. But you think he bad and you put steroids in him and they take him up to a 35. So what the hell does that mean if this brother over here got a natural 45? Not 45 pounds, a natural 45 in a 0 to 100 scale, 100 being the best. He got a natural 45 dog, okay? This man over here, dog, is a natural 25 on steroids. They took him up to a 35. He still haven't got to a 45. This dog here is mediocre. He's a 45. On a scale of those 0 to 100, a 45 would be mediocre. You 25 thought you was the shit, used steroids to get to a 35, and you still ain't mediocre. See, that's what y'all brothers gotta understand, my young brothers and my old brothers. It's a fact that steroids boost up the dog. It's a fact that steroids help the dog, but it's not a fact that your dog start on the same playing field. You see? That's the whole thing. When you want to get game dogs to start on high playing fields, and that's what you're gonna do when you're looking for dogs that ain't been campaigned their whole life on steroids. You know? Natural dogs. That means you getting game dogs. We getting dogs that you don't gotta shoot nothing in. Because the dogs that you shooting stuff in still ain't on the level that our natural dogs is. So why should we shooting something? Why I wanna shoot something? You got a 25 to a 35. Now, imagine you got a 45 dog. You give him steroids, he turned to a 55. So this brother over here got a 50 dog. Your 45 turned to a 55. He already got a caliber 50 dog. So you're only 5 points ahead of him. And that little shaking you did is because you was a little bit more aggressive than him, a little bit so-and-so to him. You think them steroids took your dog to 100. When all it did was took it to a 55, just 5 points higher than that 50. You know, when you got dogs who naturally are 100s, naturally are 80s, naturally are 90s, we ain't even got to them dogs yet. We still on the low-class dogs. Because I need you to see and need you to understand that steroids don't guarantee you a win in a show. It only guarantees that your dog is gonna probably perform a little bit better than he would have performed. They don't have anything at all. Because see, brothers seem like they're making the steroid have something to do with the other man dog. It only got something to do with your dog. Your dog will get a boost. My dog was already 3 or 4 times better than your dog already. So what the hell is steroid gonna bring him up to this level? It's not. Your dog right here, my dog was already up here. The steroids, after you got the steroids, your dog went up to here. He still got a long way to go to get to there. That's what I'm trying to tell, brother. It's a difference when you got a real game dog and a dog that you forcing to be game. A dog that you adding extra stuff in. You want to add it, breed it in there. Is what I say. You know, breed it in there. It ain't our fault. It ain't my fault. You know, some people got it, some people don't. Some dogs got it, some dogs don't. You know, some dogs may need steroids, some dogs won't. It just is what it is, man. And that's the best example I can give you. You know, we always want to use steroids to say, like, both of these dogs starting out on the same playing field, and when he give him the steroids, his dog automatically shoots ahead of this dog. No, it don't work that way. You could have had a bullshit dog from the rip, and you think that dog's something. You so high and mighty on that dog, and you giving him all them steroids, and all he did was went up to a damn 35. And then you got an old girl over there who about to compete against you. Her dog is already a 75. Her dog is already a 75 natural. And all she doing is taking care of it. Now she working her dog. Being she worked it, she got a natural 75. She worked the hell out of him. Now she got him up to 80, naturally. You down here at 35 with all that shit shot up in your ass, thinking you gonna damn do something to a dog who's way better than you already. And please don't look at your paper and let your paper think that your dog is better than this dog. You know, please don't do that. Or don't look at what that man's dog bred off of, or how his dog bred, and thinking, oh, I'm going to shoot my dog with this, and he going to overpower him because he got a dog bred fucked up. He ain't bred nothing like my dog. You know what I'm saying? My dog got that. My dog got the gold on the paper. You know what I'm saying? Straight gold on paper. I'm going to shoot him with this steroid, so I know he going to demolish this dog over here who got all these scatterbred pedigrees and all kind of unknown names and all this and that. Man, listen here, man. You shoot the dog with steroids. What I got to do with my dog over here is what I'm trying to say. Can somebody that is known, that knows how to use Winstrol, somebody, one of y'all old school ass brothers that know how to use Winstrol, tell me what Winstrol got to do with my damn dog, and tell me how you taking Winstrol is going to affect me with my high class dog over here. It's only going to affect you. When you get hot, it's only going to affect you. When you go blind, it's only going to affect you. When you go sterile, it's only going to affect you. Later on down the line. Hot, blind, and all that other stuff right then. Dogs without all that stuff shot up in them rarely go blind when they go hot. Rarely go blind when they go hot. Dogs with all that shit shot up in them, they go blind when they get hot. You want to lose a show fast when your dog ain't completely tired yet? When he still got go in him, let him get hot on that juice or on some type of stuff that you done shot him up with and maybe you didn't know how to shoot him up correctly, or either you did shoot him correctly, but it's just the fact that he got stuff that's not natural in his body when his body reaches excess temperatures, Then it start doing strange things. The body will do some strange things. But all I want to know is, for this one particular question is, if you start off with a 25, I start off with a 60, you shoot your steroids, you go up to a 35, how is you even competing with me? And I'm already starting at a 60. How is you competing? You not. I don't care how good basketball you is, how good or whatever you is, if you wasn't good from the start, your steroids ain't gonna do shit. Not for your competition. Not for your competition. So you telling me one of them brothers who rode the bench all through the 90s in NBA, he rode the bench all through the 90s on his team, sorry as hell, couldn't average 2 or 3 points. Maybe get 3 points, 4 points. You telling me if he go holler at that dude Victor Conte or one of these guys, Jose Canseco, the guys that Jose hollered at, or any of them other guys who ship out steroids, it's gonna make him be able to jump on a court with Michael Jordan and beat him one-on-one. It ain't gonna make him be able to jump on the court with Sean Payton. Not Sean Payton, Garrett Payton. None of them guys. Because the skill ain't there. Kobe Bryant, the skill ain't there. The skill gotta be there. See, that's what we forgetting to leave out. We stressing steroids, winning. But we forget to remember it gotta be there. If it's not there, then, what are you doing? Now, yeah, we both of us got 75 dogs, and you give your dog steroids. Now, yeah, you done made yours jump up to 85. It's a good chance that you will be stronger than me, a little faster than me, this and that, But that still don't guarantee you a win. Still don't guarantee you a win. Because the longer that show go, I'm trying to tell you, steroids don't favor them dogs when they start going long distances. Steroids don't favor them. I don't care what they say. A dog cannot be shook back the same way on steroids that a natural dog can when he start getting to them levels where it's of no return. He will not shake back the same way. That's why they say once your dog ever get to that point where he start to limping up on them steroids, that's a wrap. When you got natural dogs, you can do things to bring these dogs back certain times. Your threshold is a whole lot bigger when you got a natural dog compared to a steroid dog. You can take a whole lot more. Your body can withstand a whole lot more as a natural dog than a dog on steroids. And I don't mean physically. I mean much more as in heat, much more as in everything. You know what I'm saying? That dog on steroids is going to dry out a whole lot faster in that square than that natural dog is. Now, hey, it does a whole lot for that dog. But like I said, in the day, this whole statement is to say about what them steroids do to your 25 dog, but turn them to a 35. And what the hell can your 35 do when I'm already pushing a 60, 75, or 80 over here. That's why I tell you, buy good dogs and stop all that bullshit. You know, buy good dogs. You know, it just is what it is, man. It is what it is. To all my brothers out there, because I seen a lot of funny shit going on. Brothers offer me dogs. I say, yeah, I like that dog. I'll take one. Then the brother blocked me. See, the thing I need for brothers to know out there, I'm good. I don't want nobody else dogs, because brothers have different motives for this stuff when they try to give me this and give me that, I'm straight. I've been running the same dogs for the last 20 years. I'm good. I ain't trying to be changed. Like I said, when I stop running pit bulls, when I stop running these dogs I'm running, I ain't running no more pit bulls. I fuck with my Malawi's or mixed breed mutt. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm running the dogs I'm running, and I don't need no, call it what you want to call it, kennel blind, whatever you call it. I call it having time in on a line that you ain't got. You know, I can't help the next man that don't got time in on stuff. You know what I'm saying? When I say 20 years literally, I mean 20 years literally. I don't mean 20 days. I don't mean 20 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I've been dealing with this dog. I mean 20 fucking years. You know, go back from whatever age you is now and take 20 years off that shit. You know, that's what I mean. A lot of brothers think shit is exaggeration or cap. What was you doing 20 years ago? You know, I've been out the dog game damn near 14 years. No, I take that back. I've been out the dog game 10 years, you know, 10 years. That dog game that, you know, we be telling them stories about. Been out at 10 years. Some of y'all ain't even been in the dog game 10 years, you know, and want to tell a brother about some shit, some bullshit, and expect me to believe it. Now, what I do want to talk about real quick, while it's on my mind, I can't be vouching for these transporters out here, because these brothers out here ain't playing the game right. You know, one thing I want to say, big salute and shout out to brother Big Dan. You know what I'm saying? Because Big Dan always came through when he came. He might be taking a second or two. He might not be here on Thursday. He might be here on Friday. But Big Dan always deliver, and Big Dan always give your dogs looking healthy, clean, make sure they clean spots and all that. Only person I can say, at least, I know that every time I ever dealt with them, it was no bad business. Other than that, I ain't vouching for no more of you dog transporters, because all y'all out playing these fuck boy games, and we don't got time for it out here in this dog world. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, you know, you got to leave the hustlers where they at, and you got to leave the dog men and the dog folk where they at. Everybody ain't dog folk. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all brothers chasing a dollar, trying to use the dog to get to your dollar. You know, and it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. But stay in your lane, you know. Stay dealing with the kind of folk that you need to be around. And don't fuck with the kind of folk that, you know, taking this game serious, taking this game real, and trying to do what they got to do to make things right. You know what I'm saying? Make things right at the end of the day. You know, it just is what it is, man. We're going to get into that news. You know what I'm saying? More dog talk we going to get into. I got some more steroid stuff to talk about as well. You know, but I just can't. I need brothers to help me figure out how that 35 dog gonna compete with this 60 dog when all he did was go up 10 points, went up to a 45 after you shot him all that Winstrol. How can he still compete with his 60? See, y'all doing a little too much talking about steroids winning instead of saying we trying to breed game dogs that can win naturally. Listen. If you rely on them steroids to get you your wins, you're going to always rely on them. That's when you're going to start buying dogs. You don't give a fuck what kind of dogs you buy, because you know you got the roids at the house, and the roids going to make him better than what he is. But a real dog, man, knows no matter how good he make that dog at the house, he still got to have it in him. He still got to have it better than that dog that he going on in him. He can't just be game and say, oh, he got it in him, I can make him into a superstar. No, he got to already be as equal as that dog you going up against, or better already, in order for that steroid to even affect that dog that he going up against. You bringing some bullshit ass, man, fly-by-night ass dog that you done shot up, got him looking good, he juiced up. He looking bad as a motherfucker now. But he ain't got but 10% heart, 10% brain, 10% smartness. He's a dumbass, sorry-ass dog on steroids. It ain't gonna do nothing to make them better. It ain't gonna do nothing to make them victorious. All it's gonna do is waste your damn money and I guess, send you out there to get another dog to put them on juice. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do, brothers, when you shoot a dog with juice and you lose? You stop using it then? But big shots out to all my brothers that use it and was victorious with it and use it, or whatever. Like I said, I don't care if you use it. I never cared if you used it in my competitions. You know what I'm saying? But the statement I made the other night on the live, steroids is cheating no matter which competition you use it in. You know, the purpose of a match dog, the purpose of the game dogs to put them in the box is to see who got the better dog. You know, that's the way it been and that's the way it always was since the day one, before any of us have dogs. 1800s. Put these dogs in the square to see who got the best damn dog. Not to see who got the best medicine plan. Not to see who can shoot their dog up the best. Not to see who know how to get a dog the best vitamins. It's to see who got the best dog. You know? That's what the whole thing is. So if you shoot your dogs with steroids, at the end of the day, you know in your heart that you don't got the better damn dog than I got. So fuck what you're talking about. You know? Keep it real with yourself. It just is what it is. Yeah, you winning. Yeah, you winning. Now, we gonna get into them dog fighting bus. New York, where that? Where that? New York, Georgia. Dog fighting bus. We gonna get into it. We know Pelican Bay Canines, like I told y'all. CNN satellites from outer space, they working hard. Shipping me news from 2 different places. New York, Georgia, we gonna get to it. But them steroids, y'all brothers gotta admit to it. You know what I'm saying? Why? Look at it like this. You took your dog out for his first win. He got that win. What would make you go to steroids if your dog got that first win already? He got that win, okay, whether it was hard win or easy win. He got the win. So you know all you got to do is up your game, whatever you doing, or either keep doing the same thing as far as your conditioning thing. If you get that first win, what'll make you want to go to the roids? Because what somebody else talking about? Because of what somebody else saying? You winning. You winning. What'll make you want to go to the roids? You know, I'm winning. What'll make me want to put something in my dog that I'm not sure about? To make him, what can he do? A win is a win. You know, a win is a win at the end of the day. It don't matter how you want it. It's that you want it, besides outside of getting it off a forfeit or something like that. You know, long as them dogs touched the middle back then, it didn't matter how you want it. Long as you didn't cheat. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter if it was a 15-minute or an hour. At the end of the day, if you was victorious, that's all that mattered. You won that. You know what I'm saying? So, if you winning, what'll make you go to steroids outside of starting to lose? You know? That's why I never, I had Winstrol V in my hand. I've used Winstrol and all that. Got it from the brother that used to lift weights. You know? Got it from him. Regular gym junkie gave it to me, you know, and I could have got how much ever I wanted. But if I'm already winning, why the hell I'm gonna do something to my dog just to what? He already winning. I mean, what else can I do? Make him win better? I don't want him to win better because when I'm adding all that stuff into it, while you saying win better, it's fucking his body up in the long run on the inside. So we winning better right then, but we losing in the long run because our dog ain't gonna be able to perform in the long run. You know, yeah, he breathing right now while he's 4 years old, but watch, you'll see. And it don't happen like that to all dogs. See, I'm speaking from a standpoint where I know different kennels who used that stuff before, and I see the reaction from different kennels dogs. Some dogs, the brothers, they use it year after year after year on dog after dog after dog. That shit has your dogs where they sterile. I ain't talking about the ones that's on it. I'm talking about the puppies that come out of these motherfuckers. But hey, you know, everybody do what they do. And if you even get any puppies off of them, you know what I'm saying? Like I always say, the cons don't overweigh the pros when it comes to using steroids. The pros don't overweigh the cons. There's too many cons when it comes to using steroids compared to the pros. Yeah, you get fast. Yeah, you get strong. What else you get? You get fast, you get strong. You're not gonna stay down for no fucking 4 hours on those steroids. You're not gonna stay down for no damn 3 hours on those damn roids. But not saying no dogs never did it, you know. Not saying no dogs haven't did it, but all this argument is, in this particular conversation that I'm speaking to y'all brothers and sisters about right now, is to say, steroids don't do nothing to my dog. It only helps your dog. If my dog was already the shit, if my dog was already on that level, steroids ain't gonna, shit, you bring your dog up on that juice, he's gonna get his ass kicked, going back. He was faster for himself, but he wasn't fast enough for me. That's what it's about. Is he fast enough for me? You know, yeah, he was faster than he was, but he still ain't fast enough for me. You know what I'm saying? That dog, I mean, you know, he not fast enough for my dog, but he fast enough when y'all doing y'all conditioning, y'all workout program. He jumping around and chasing the flirt pole faster and pulling weights faster and harder and pulling more weights. But when you put him in that square with that dog who was above his caliber, none of that shit damn matter no more. You know, that's why I believe in going to get the best dog. Damn all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't look for it. Keep steroids away from it. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta use it, that means my dog lacking somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's plain out and simple. If you gotta use it, it means you're lacking somewhere. And that's what we out here searching for, dogs that we ain't lacking with. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know, it is what it is. I tell you what, being natural is what lets me know that in my dog career, I had real dogs. Because if I'd have been shooting them up with steroids every 5 minutes, now I'll sit back and think like, damn, would my dog had won this? If I wouldn't have juiced him up, would my dog have gave that extra boost? If I wouldn't have juiced him up? Nah. Yeah, I'm speaking to y'all from a dog career that none of my dogs been juiced up. And y'all shot juice in them. None of my dogs ever touched a square with juice in them. You know? I had some that touched the square with other stuff in them. You know what I'm saying? But not no juice. Had dogs that go blind in the square because of stuff in them. So I speak from that experience as well. But I ain't never seen juice make a dog game. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, give a dog heart. It make him crazy as hell, make him think like liquor. You know what I'm saying? Juice about like liquor. Make you think you Superman, make you want to jump on that man till that man bust your ass. Now, you over there acting like, oh, you jumping on a drunk man, making up excuses and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Should have kept your damn mouth closed. You know how people get when they want to drink that liquor and pop that shit, thinking they Superman, now you're bad. There's no different than steroids. You got a little bit of liquid in you. Now you're this tall. But see, that liquid in you got you thinking you're this tall, but your hand game wasn't shit from the start. Now you jump on this brother over here with a serious hand game, all that liquor in you, you get your ass knocked out, and now you're over there crying, talking about I'm drunk up. I need to be this, I need to be sober. Same damn thing, man. Same damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers kick brothers' ass on the liquor. But if your knuckle game wasn't right from the start, that's just gonna be your excuse when you get your ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was on something. You know, catch me when I ain't drunk up. Catch me when I ain't drinking and all that type of stuff. Catch me when I got a real game dog. You know what I'm saying? Catch me when I ain't looking for a dog that's game. I ain't looking for no juice. You know, because if that's the case, we might as well go around to these brothers and say, yo, what you got? What kind of bloodline you got? You know, you got some Winstraw I can buy with it? You know, y'all brothers need to start selling Winstraw with y'all puppies. That's what you need to do. If you're going to be doing this shit to these dogs, giving them these reputations, and they not really earning it, you know what I'm saying? Sell them brothers the damn juice with the puppies to let them know, or you can buy a dog. I'm going to use JD for example, JD Hall. You know, you can buy this dog off JD Hall, these puppies off JD Hall, but I got to give you the Winstraw V with it too. So you buy a puppy, you buy a little crate, a little carton, I give you 5 little valves or whatever. So that makes your dog complete. Without this Winstraw V, your puppy won't be complete because you looking at these dogs thinking you're going to get puppies like these dogs reacting. Your puppy's only going to react like the dog's supposed to be reacting, you know? And like I said, just because a steroid shot going your dog, don't mean he going to win, don't mean he even shit. It just means he better than he was when you stuck it in him. You know what I'm saying? Better than he was when you stuck it in him. Now let's get to some of this news We got a dog fighting bust up in New York. And I gotta let y'all check this out real quick because I don't got that much information on it. But we gotta talk about something because they say it's 2 brothers got arrested in New York for dog fighting. Now, I be damn, I'm about to let y'all look at the video. But I be damn. It's a male and a female over this picture. You know what I'm saying? One brother I think maybe named James, I could be wrong. The other brother named Avion. The news clearly said it was 2 males. But on that picture, we got a female, what looks to be a female, and a male. So either that's a trans, brother in this little trans doing this trans thing. I don't know what's what. But that's a female looking on this picture that I'm showing y'all. But it's a man name. You know what I'm saying? Not a female with a boy name, but the folks said it was a man. And I'm quite sure they know the difference between a man and a female when they start doing that news and dog butts. You know what I'm saying? Quite sure. So it looked like his little secret that came out the closet or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but y'all check this video, this quick little video out. The woman gonna tell you what happened. New York, two brother and sister, couple, I don't know what it is. Busted for dog fighting, getting a dog conditioned for dog fighting, exercising a dog too much for dog fighting. Y'all check this out. PB Canines giving it to you the way I always give it to you. Let's go.
In Cheektowaga have been indicted for dogfighting. Prosecutors say 23-year-old Avion Lockhart and 24-year-old James Jackson are both charged with prohibition of animal fighting, overdriving, torturing, and injuring animals. An investigation by Cheektowaga Police and SPCA goes back 2 years, where the remains of dead dogs were found at a home on Andrews Avenue.
Another thing, teaching your dog and letting your dog ride in the vehicle that he or she may be riding in when it goes to the competition. Not necessarily the same vehicle, but just getting them used to riding in vehicles. You will see that your dog that's used to riding in cars is a whole lot more jollier when it comes to traveling, just traveling in general. You'll see jumping in the car ready to roll. When if you get them used to it, you have no problem. You won't have no vomiting. You won't have no anxiety, no kind of crazy acting when you get certain places. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that, it's just simple things that matter on certain things, when it comes to these dogs, and say if I'm doing protection work, never put my dog inside of a car before. Now we going to do a show somewhere. I'm going to do protection work. I got my dog inside a car. We going to ride in and he throwing up, acting crazy. And Anime, right now, today, Anime is not good in cars. Take her for a ride, she'll throw up in the backseat right now. She's one that always been like that with cars. She just get motion sickness. You know what I'm saying? But she's a beast. But at the same time, if I know I got to take her somewhere far, then I'm going to do several weeks of riding with her, just staying on her. But I've been riding her since she was a puppy, and that's the thing. You want to start dogs as young dogs, but it don't matter if you start them when they're young, but just getting them used to it. Once a dog is used to rolling in, he can be full grown once you start riding him in your vehicle. He can be full grown, but once you put him in there 2 or 3 times, you might have to throw him in there the first 2 times, 3 times you got to throw him in there. But once he seeing that, he with you, he chilling with you today, and he in the back, and it's not going to hurt him, next time you put him to open that back door, he going to be jumping in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? That's just all it is, because he likes to ride now, and that's part of being ready for a competition that you got to travel to, no matter what it is, from confirmation to weight pull to whatever. You got to ride 9 times out of 10. The dog needs to be adjusted to riding. You know what I'm saying? That's just all it is to it. One thing about it, man, if you get 7 or 8 motherfuckers on a panel and none of y'all had a family of dogs, or none of y'all got a family of dogs that we could talk about right now, then you don't really need to mention about the Bay. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to really be mentioning nothing about the Bay, because one thing about me, I'm making moves to satisfy me, not you. You know what I'm saying? And satisfy my folk out here that's rocking with. You know what I'm saying? That's just all it is to it, man. I can't worry about what the next folk got going on. You know, all this biting still so much when you see like content biting. See, okay, let me use myself for example. I see the brother Samurai had the pit bull in the fence. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm doing, I could be wrong, just my opinion. I'm not biting content. I'm responding to it, a reaction to it. You know, a reaction and biting stuff is different. You know what I'm saying? Reaction and biting stuff is different. Totally different. A lot of these dog channels be biting your stuff. I see some of our post stuff, and then I'll go look at another channel, and they post the same exact stuff that they weren't even thinking about. It wasn't on their mind until that brother posted it. It's enough heads out here to make your own content, even if, listen, no matter how good that stuff sound, I talk about, the next man talk about, or he talk about, somebody's still gonna like this other man's stuff better than our stuff. You know what I'm saying? This other man, what he's saying, they gonna still think make more sense to what we talking about over here, no matter how good it sound. And that's just all it is to it, man. That's just all it is to it. Be yourself, you know, and this dog game, and this YouTube stuff, you know, we don't got enough Indians. No, we don't got enough chiefs. We got too many Indians, followers, and not enough trendsetters. You know what I'm saying? Not enough brothers saying, I'm gonna do it this way. This is my way, this is how I'm gonna do it. If it don't go, it don't go. If it do, it do. You know, it just is what it is. Too many Indians, not enough chiefs in this game dog game. You know what I'm saying? Not in the dog game, in the Pitbull game dog game. You know how them brothers like to say the game dogs? Too many Indians, not enough chiefs. Everybody want to be followers. Nobody want to take the lead. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now, my question to y'all brothers, before we get into this next dog, news coming from Georgia. Let me see. Mitchell, Georgia. You know, dog fighting raid in Mitchell, Georgia. Now, my next question to some of my brothers, drop down in the chat. Give me y'all top 5 dog families right now. You know, modern day time. That stood the test of time. My top 5 is going to be Big John, Chinaman, Macho Buck with Evo, the job that they did with Macho Buck to create his family of dogs. You know, and the Boudreaux Eli stuff. That's Big John, Chinaman, Macho Buck, Eli with Boudreaux Eli yard. That's 4. So I got to pick one more. I don't want to just say the wrong name. I have to really sit back and think about it. I thought I had 5. But, you know, great dogs stood the test of time. Dogs still producing great dogs from the 90s. You know what I'm saying? You just have to give them brothers their credit, whether you like the brothers or not. You know? We don't have to get up here, especially shout out to my Big John brothers. We don't have to get up here and worry about all that bootleg shit. Worrying about did Tat put this or did Tat put that? Did he give y'all this or did he give y'all that? Now you up here bragging about a pedigree and then trying to say somebody lying about something. We ain't worried about that. You know, all we worried about at the most, oh, the dog cold, the dog this, but the dog is what the hell they say it is. That's one thing about it. We ain't worried about it, and that's why I rock with that blood, because I know it's official. You know, they Nikes. You know, we get them out of Nike store, they Nikes. You know, they ain't nothing that we gotta we buying from the man over there selling them out his trunk and wondering, is these shits official or not? You know? It just is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like I said, drop y'all brothers 5 lines that you think are the top, you know, lines right now. I don't say Mayday because Mayday really don't got no family of dogs. Mayday bred to every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? It's up to these brothers to start their own Mayday families of dogs. So until you want to take pride in your dogs, I'm not saying Mayday on this list. Because I'm talking about brothers who got a yard of dogs, not no damn dog that's been hoarded around to the whole damn world. I'm talking about brothers who took these dogs and bred them the right way. That's what I'm talking about. So Mayday not on this list until he has a Mayday owner, a Mayday dog owner. You know, like I'm saying I'm doing with JD, or you saying you're gonna do with your dog, or the next man saying he gonna do with his dog, then I'll big that shit up. But until then, man, they not in this conversation. Boudreaux, with the Eli stuff, how he ran. Like I say, the Macho Buck stuff, how that brother bred that shit up, got it, ran good, got brothers with these great dogs out here. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. The Chinaman dogs, how Garner read them up, how he bred them year after year, getting this, getting that, getting this, still running and stuff. The Big John stuff, still running and stuff. Drop your five bloodlines, your 5, not yards, your 5 families of dogs, And I mean, give me some old Red Boy Jocko who got family from back then to now. Not no dog that's in your 4th generation 2 times, and then you don't see that family of dogs no more from the breeder. Give me some old Red Boy Jocko from the 90s that consistently kept their shit going. That started with the same stuff and ended with the same stuff. Or either still going with the same stuff. Okay. Now we about to get into this Georgia dog fight. Mitchell, Georgia. 60 dogs confiscated. Drugs, guns, dogs. Y'all get into it. PBK9's giving it to you. We'll always give it to you, and we'll talk about it when we're done.
A man has been arrested and charged following a search warrant that led to over 60 dogs being taken from a home in Mitchell County. The search was conducted on February 22 at around 1:30 p.m., following an investigation into residents in the 600 block of Pinewood Lane in Sale City. During the search, officials located 67 dogs in the residence, as well as dog fighting equipment. Further into the search, officials say firearms and drugs were located. The Mitchell County Sheriff's Office, MCSO, was assisted by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, GBI, and the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Office of Inspector General, USDAOIG. The federal agent from USDAOIG seized the dogs and took them to an undisclosed location. Officials learned that the dogs were raised on the property. The 53-year-old suspect was arrested and charged with the following: 67 counts of dog fighting, 67 counts of cruelty to animals, possession of a controlled substance with the intent to distribute drug-related objects, 5 counts of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Mugshot of man arrested and charged in Mitchell County dog fighting ring. Source: Mitchell County Sheriff's Office. He is currently being held at the Mitchell County Jail.
Now all I do is give you the news, give you the news, give you the news. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the New York joint, that brother up there, I don't know what he got going on. Brother, sister, however, whatever. They got more problems than to worry about that right now. But Georgia, I'll give it to you. I'm giving it to you. Fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Some people like it, some people don't. Some gonna like it and some people won't. It just is what it is. Like I always say. Hold up, man. Light me up a damn joint. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do want to say, man, I'm proud of myself because I know I made a change. I used to be a bad guy. I used to do some bad things. Back when I had Sambo, I tell brothers, if your dog don't know how to finish, see, there's a difference between being a game dog, being a great game dog, being a smart, but I'm talking about one that want to finish. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. While you was shooting them with juice, I was shooting mine with wanting to finish. I taught him how to finish. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, I did a lot of bad things in the past. And I always, and I say this, the Lord don't give you a second chance to do the same thing over again. You know what I'm saying? He don't do it like that. You got to make things right. It just is what it is. Not make it think, oh, let me tell you about karma as well. At least I used to think my karma when it came to these dogs. Man, let me tell you about Bo first, then we get into karma. Man, I double dog Bo. Both. I started him up. Remember I told y'all he wasn't start at first, okay? I got him started. I got him started with the hickory dog. The first show, the hickory dog jumped on him and put a knot in his chest. He wasn't started up then. His first show that got him, when I found out he was going, was against a red boy dog. All right. It was about 15 minutes, he stopped the dog. All right, after that, I taught him how to finish one, and how I did that, like I said, I double dogged him. I didn't double dog him. I let him and another dog double dog another dog, double dog that dog, and shit. I let one in the rear end and Bulls on the front end. Bulls on the front end going in the throat area while the other dog was in the rear end. Both finished the dog off right there in the throat. I took the other dog off. The whole purpose was to let both finish the dog. It was no let him go against him, let him to put him on him to see how he gonna do. The whole purpose of me putting him on him was to finish the dog. Not a long time, do it quick. I wanted to get it over with quick, So once he finished the dog, what I did, I took Bo back. I let him scratch about 30 times to a finished dog. He kept scratching, kept putting out on him, shaking him. Till my partner was like, man, you better go ahead and tie him up. He might get sick. He might start eating him. You know what I'm saying? From that point on, Bo was a finisher. Finisher. Every single one he went on, he went to do the same exact thing. Finish him on off. Every single one. Finish him on off. Only reason they ain't DOA'd or finished on the site was because they wanted to save him. That's all. If it wasn't for that, or saying, oh yeah, it's over, grabbing them. If it wasn't for that, all of them have been using shovels to get rid of their damn dogs when they left. Every last one of them. Johnny One Nut, all of them. That bitch was a fucking finisher. And like I said, it's how you handle these dogs, man. What you do with these dogs, how you raise these dogs, certain things. Like I said, I did a lot of stuff. Like I said, there's no way I can have a dog be on the level I had Sambo on back then because I can't do and won't do the stuff that I did with Bo back then. We can't just include the dog and say that's the dog. You got to include everything around the dog. Every dog that we talk about from the past, from Yellow to Jeep, the Red Boy, to everything. It's not just the dog. It's everything around the dog. The whole environment, how life was back then, how life was during the times where that dog was living, how the laws was, everything, how the woods was, how your old city was. Was it built up? Was it a city with no kind of activity really? Times change. People live in cities that was nothing but woods back then. That's a whole fucking city now with hotels and shit. So you can't, so say if this brother had this super three times grand champion dog from this era when he was staying in the country, nobody around him, no woods, he was able to, no city, no nothing. They was able to do everything. Now you talking about 30 years later when the same city is a metropolitan city. And you ask that brother, can he take a dog and make him how that dog was that he had back then? There's no way he can do it because of the other factors that's going to play in the part. It's a whole lot of factors that come into play to making a dog that's worth speaking about 20 years later. It's not just, taking them out and doing them, It's a whole thing that goes with that, man. Whole thing that goes with it. But yeah, man, like I said, I ain't vouching for none of y'all transporters. I ain't put my name out there for y'all to be out there fucking up, doing all kind of bullshit, playing these them young boy games. We ain't doing that shit. We about business over here. You know what I'm saying? We about business. And the moment you show us you ain't about that business, we ain't fucking with you. We ain't got time, we ain't got no money to waste. We already wasting money buying bullshit dogs or taking the risk of buying a dog that we might not want later on in the future. Now we gotta take a risk dealing with some crooked ass transporters. The hell with that. Go get your own dogs, brothers. Start putting gas in your own cars or loading up, going to get your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Cut these motherfuckers all the way out the game. And that way, everybody want to shit motherfuckers. It ain't gonna be none of that. You know what I'm saying? Only way you get shitted if the brother shit you with the dog on the yard, you know? And it is what it is, man. But I ain't gonna keep y'all brothers and sisters here too long. I got part 3, the final part coming, the top dog. The top dog, man. Y'all gonna wanna catch this. Like I say, you got Shaq, which is Gerard's cousin. You know, you got Gerard, him and Sarah going through their things, you know. Ronald going through his stuff with him and his family and his child need the heart transplant and all that. You got Carl on the loose out there trying to get his dope back. You know, hey, tune in, man. Tune in, cause this thing about to make some, we about to switch that thing up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take it to a whole nother direction that you weren't expecting it to go at. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tune in, the top dog, part 3, you know, part 3. And I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I gave you part 1, I gave you part 2, and I put them together so my brothers who didn't listen to the whole first part, you know, you'll catch up and hear the second part as well, you know. And I'll do the third part like that too, add the third part to the first and the second part. But I do want to say, this is the third part, this is the final part, but this is actuality. This is the third and the fourth part. Because I told y'all from the start, it was a 1, 2, 3, and 4. You know, I only gave y'all 1 and 2, but when I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to give y'all the third one and the fourth one together. You know, the climax and the ending. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this thing, you know, we got new characters. You know, we going to keep that thing jumping, man. And it get hard for me to do my shows like I'm doing now when I do my writing because I get deep into my characters. You know, I take pride in what I do. I get deep into my characters and we try to make a good story for folk to read, you know, or like we're doing right now, listen to. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to all my brothers and sisters that been rocking with me with the audio book. You know, like I say, it's gonna be the last part will drop real soon. You know, I don't want to say it's gonna drop in April, but I told y'all from the start I'll drop a half each month. You know, first part in February, second part in March, last part in April. You know, so worst come to worst, it'll be April, but I'm gonna try to get it to you a little bit before then. But I want to get you something that's gonna keep you off your feet. That's make you say, oh man. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all have a good, safe day. Y'all keep them dogs legit out there. Keep them dogs healthy. PBK9s, y'all stay legal, and I'm out.
For I'm so completely yours.
Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute.
To hear folks chatter, and I know you cheat.
Oh, that shit look tough, man.
Right or wrong, don't matter. When you're with me,
Kill confirmed.